Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm sitting here at midnight on a Monday night. Decided to play some TF2. I recently got a new computer, so I'm kind of testing it out and seeing how much it can really handle. So I thought, what better way than recording some TF2 with a little music in the background? Hopefully it picks that up. If it's not picking that up, I really don't know what to say. Let me check. Yeah, I think it's picking it up. Alright. I'm gonna play some casual. Don't really care what we get, but I'll throw in Hightower as a possibility, because I like that map. Now, I may be level 43, but I'm very shit at this game. So don't expect any good gameplay. I mean, I play engineer for God's sake. Pure. Oh, okay. I've never played on this map. This will be interesting. Not sure how long this video will be. Not sure if I'll even edit it at all. So this is supposed to be kind of just a chill, relaxed kind of video. Though the screaming might not make it so relaxing, but we can turn that down. Actually, I'll do that now while we still can. Very professional, I know. Okay. I am going to go Pyro because he's a fun character. Yeah, he's known as being pretty easy, but I need it. I need a crutch. I am very bad at video games, so I don't mind the crutch. Okay. That was a bit of a hiccup, but that's okay. I'm kind of expecting that. Ping-wise, 51. That's really good for me. So I'm proud of this little computer. I mean, it's pretty big compared to my last one, but I'm proud nonetheless. It's working. It's doing what it should do. This map, I don't think I've ever been on this map before. I don't know if this is an official map or not, but I'll be honest, I'm not digging it. Yeah, not digging it. I might actually try to find a new game. I don't know, it doesn't feel like a real map. Yeah, I don't know. My apologies if this is not the most entertaining video. It's not really supposed to be. I don't really know what I'm doing. It's midnight. I should be going to bed. But I don't want to. Okay, this is a good map. I might go... Yeah, we'll go Pyro. I'll turn down the screaming just a bit more. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so what is this? Control points? Now, okay. I do have over 1,000 hours in this game. However, okay, we have a script kitty. Awesome. I may have 1,000 hours over this, like in this game, but I haven't actually played most of the maps. And I really don't know where I'm going half the time because I usually just play 2 Fort or Hightower. Those two maps really are what this game is to me. And I used to play on a Pokemon server with a lot of like Goldenrod City maps, and it was Xeno Gamers. It was a real fun time. Honestly, that was really fun. But that server's kind of dead now, so I haven't been there for a while. I'd do a video there. It wouldn't be very interesting. It would really just be me looking at the Pokemon maps, but they're really cool. They were really something. 'Cause you could play music from Pokemon in there, and a lot of the times, especially in Goldenrod City, uh, I and many other people would go as engineer and hold that place up for our team. That's what I did for hours. Really, I would just sit in the radio tower and just vibe. You know, I would try to hold that spot as long as possible. And for the most part, a lot of the times I was able to do it. You know, but the really fun times were when we had 3 or 5 engineers all cramped up in this one little 3-layer building, or portion of the building, and that was enjoyable. Got really angry on that server too. Let's see, because I started playing this game ages ago, really a long time ago. Probably middle school. Actually, yeah, middle school. So back then I wasn't very mature at all. So yeah, I probably called people some nasty things, and yeah, I wouldn't do that now, but I definitely did then. Let's try to get rid of that sentry for our team. It's been holding up the thing. But yeah, that server, you know, was really a big part of my life for a while. That one in the Minecraft server. Um, I don't know what it's called, but everyone that has played Team Fortress 2 has also played on it. I think it was Black Wonder. Not sure. Something like that. But it was that was a good map. Yeah, I mean it really was just one map. So that was a good server. Um, but another really good one. Xenogamers had a not only the Pokemon server, but kind of after that one died out a little bit, you know, there was a gaming history map, and that would have things from like Zelda and let's see what else, like Mario Sunshine, uh, GoldenEye, just a bunch of different games, you know, from history, and they would just be converted to TF2, and that was a really fun time because I got to be, you know, I never knew what GoldenEye was before that, and I've never played the game. I only know it from TF2, but you know, it gave me a little something to do with that. But naturally, that server died off as well. Um, I haven't checked it recently. It might still have a few people on, but I would really doubt it. The Pokemon server is dead for sure. Um, Dead in the sense of people aren't playing it very much right now. Sometimes, I especially remember when the Pyro update came out. It started to get populated again, but that was 2 years ago now. Believe it or not, yeah, the Pyro update. We haven't had a real big update since then, which is a shame. This is a really fine gem of a game. Really unfortunate how it's been overrun by bots now, but you know what? That's just the life cycle of a game like this. It's free, so what's gonna stop bots, you know? Oh, I'm not blue, am I? Let's see. There was a summer in my life where almost all I did was play this game day and night. I believe it was the summer before my freshman year of high school. Now, if you want to imagine what kind of a person I was back then, I was a loser for sure. No, no friends really. I had a few friends, but not as much as I do now. And the ones I do have now, I really, truly appreciate them. And if they watch this video, I want them to know I sincerely appreciate all of them, and I hold them all very close to my heart. But back then, I wasn't as fortunate. I was, well, maybe not fortunate, but I was definitely weird, for sure. I was a weird kid. I saw actually a picture of myself not too long ago, and I realized I was a butt ugly kid too. So that was awesome. But what was I gonna do? I wasn't a very active kid. I was a bit of a chubster, so I played TF2. That's what I did. I woke up, played this game, and I went to bed after a few hours. Only occasionally going out of my house to go see my grandparents or eat steak and shake is really what went on there. And of course that's not healthy. But you know what? I didn't end up too bad, I think, so I must have done something right. Probably, I don't know, getting good at TF2, which I actually didn't do, but that's okay. But yeah, with all those 1,000 hours, we're almost at 1,100, I think, or 1,010. I don't know. I don't really want to check. This game is very dear to my heart. I mean, I would almost consider it my favorite game. And I've dumped a healthy amount of money in here. Not as much as I've spent on other things for sure, but pretty good. Back when I didn't have a job, I'm glad I liked this game before I had a job, because yeah, all my money would be going here if it was still active. Oh, that was quite a spike. Yeah, that actually, I don't know. Hopefully that's not doing so bad. Oh, I should go check on that. It is looking like my internet's stuttering a bit. But yeah, this is I think my first few rounds of TF2 on this computer, and funnily enough, this upgrade, my last computer that I used is the same computer that I used to play TF2 for that summer that I played it. And yeah, and it's sitting right beside me now, and I'm actually kind of looking at it fondly. It was a good thing. It served its life. It truly was a wonderful piece of technology for me. I don't know. I don't really want to get rid of it, but I also don't have a use for it. But really, that computer, I mean, it's barely even a computer. It's a tablet. But my grandparents gave it to me, so it's also a little sentimental. But with that, and the amount of time I've spent on it really is important to me. But it's kind of, lived its life, and now I need to give this upgrade a shot, and it is really rocking it out of the park. I can't lie. Like, I've been enthralled with this new computer for as long as I've had it. I'm really excited about it, and I feel like I can do some cool things, Like, my past few videos have been on my tablet computer. They've been recorded on that, uploaded, and all that. So this will be the first video that'll go up on Distant Urchin on this computer, and that's very exciting. I really hope it goes well. If it doesn't go well, um, well, I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix it. But I really hope I don't have to do that. Because I'm not very techy, you know. But, usually when I slam buttons, it works itself out. One of the real unfortunate realities of this game, particularly, is the amount of bots that have kind of been found around here. I think that's been an issue with quite a few other games, but this one especially, it's not very common to get a game without at least one bot, for the entirety of the game. And it's almost impossible to never have one for a whole game, which is unfortunate, that Valve or whoever doesn't do anything about that. I mean, it's really come down to the community who have made anti-bot bots. Really? Yeah. This community hated the bots so much that they made their own bots to kill only the bots that killed players, which is hilarious to me that the community thought to do something like that before the developers did. And there's no real sign of the developers doing anything, considering it has been 2 years. But we can only hope. We can only hope that something will come. Maybe an update, heavy. We've been wanting that heavy update for, oh my goodness, for a while. Do I think it's coming? I don't know, I wouldn't get my hopes up. I wouldn't get my hopes up. But if it is in the works, and it does end up coming to fruition, that would be insane. I think I would lose my shit. If Heavy got his update, I would be really... Oh! That's an interesting name. I hope they kick him. I am too afraid to hit my F1 button. Yeah, let's get rid of that guy. That's not a very nice name. I can't edit that out because I don't know how to, so I apologize for that. Anyway, enough of that. Yeah, if, hi. If you've never given this game a shot, I recommend it. It has a lot of quirks and qualities to it that are just really worth experiencing, even if only for, 5 hours. There'll be even a night, one night, trying out this game, giving all the classes a shot, seeing what you like, and then moving on is worth it, because it's really a goofy game at its core. The official title of it is War-Themed Hat Simulator, for God's sake. I mean, what does it even mean? I don't fucking know, and I've been playing it for 1,000 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna keep bringing that up, because it is really shocking to me that I wasted so much time. I was gonna say maybe it's not wasting, because I enjoyed it. No, I think it is wasting, but I did enjoy it. I actually don't consider it wasting that time, because I feel like with that time maybe I could have become a better person, and that was a goal of mine freshman year of high school. Actually, I'm gonna real talk real quick. Now, I don't think this is gonna reach anyone that I'm trying to say this to, but I don't care. These are my thoughts, so here they are. In high school, one of the big things is a social life and becoming a person you're proud to be. And that was my goal. Every year in high school, I had a goal to improve myself in some way, shape, or form. And I think that that's important. And anyone going into high school, or who's currently in high school, or even college too, should kind of take note of this and think that it's always good to have a goal, not necessarily a measurable goal, right? It could be, well, here's my example. So, let's say freshman year, I'm not sure if I had a goal. I'm sure I did, but it's not coming to mind right now. But sophomore year, I wanted to become a a good person. And now what did I mean by that? I wasn't a bad person per se. You know, I didn't have any enemies. I wasn't rude to people. I kind of kept to myself, you know, or I was annoying. But what I meant by be a good person is I wanted to be someone other people would want to talk to. Someone who was healthy, someone who was just good at being a person as well. Um, Sophomore year especially, I took 2 gym classes and that did wonders for me. Really, just taking 2 gym classes and being a little more active changed my life. I'm not that isn't even an overstatement to say that it really did change my life to kind of kick my metabolism into gear, because not only did it make me more appealing as a person, but it also gave me a little bit of confidence, and it let me kind of help myself develop into who I am now. Because without, you know, if I still looked the way I did then, you know, I probably wouldn't have as many friends, genuinely. And then that's not saying anything about other people, that's just how it is. So, you know, I had to take that into account. And then junior year, I wanted to focus on maturing and building a good social standing. You know, I wanted to have a solid friend group. I wanted to really, what am I trying to say? I wanted to have a good friend group, you know, one that's like very close knit, and I think I succeeded in that. You know, I'd say even this year I have doubled that, you know, and I am infinitely grateful for it. I mean, coronavirus has kind of fucked everyone, but it has given me opportunities and gifts that I don't think I could ever repay, and I don't, you know, it really, for me, was overall a good thing. You know, I think, you know, educationally wise, yeah, it sucked for me. But socially and even my job, uh, just improved. So I kind of have that to thank for. I mean, of course, it's a tragedy, you know, and a lot of people have been sick or passed away because of it. But you know, it affects everyone in different ways, some more than others, and that's just kind of how it affected me. Oh well, that was unfortunate. Um, okay. Um, but yeah, I mean, that really truly was something I did throughout high school, is I made goals for myself, and I wanted to do that. And I think now, my senior year, my last year of high school, I don't even know what my goal is. I don't know. I'm really liking how things are right now. I really, really am loving it. So I don't know what my goal is. Maybe retention, maybe keeping things as they are, or, you know, of course I have college to look forward to, and, you know, figuring that mess out. But, you know, that's something everyone does, so I'll do it eventually. You know, everyone does. I'm not worried about that part. Um, ooh, crit. That was nice. I really don't know where we're supposed to be right now. I've just kind of been walking and talking. But anyway, yeah, high school really, I mean, if you're someone who's going into high school, uh, that is really college is probably the best time of your life, but I think high school is where you're going to experience the most growth mentally. You're going to become a person, a functioning individual with their own personality, their own uh, traits, their own passions, which is important. And that's another thing. You don't have to find your passion in high school. I sure as hell didn't. I don't know what I wanted to do. I've been thinking of being a teacher. I would love to do that. As you can tell, I like talking uh, when no one's listening. So I think a teacher would be a uh, perfect thing for me. So that's something that I would want to do. But I also don't know if that's my passion, um, which could be because maybe I have a lack of experience. But that's something to think on. That's something to ponder. Um, what is your passion? Um, and that's not something you have to figure out. You know, even in college, you don't have to get that. You can get that after college or in college, or you can wait for college until you have that passion and then go on with college. Everyone does it in different ways, but those are kind of what's the deal. Or not even going to college at all. That's a totally valid thing. I mean, most people would say you should go to college, but if your passions, if your ideals don't correlate with college, it's not worth the money, the effort, the time, the exhaustion, then don't go. It's not worth it. If it's not worth it, it's not worth it. If it's required, if you need it, if you want something that requires a degree, you gotta do that. That's gonna be important, and that's something that I also need to figure out too. I don't know why he was just standing there. But that's something that I need to do too, is sort out what I really want, because if I do end up wanting to do that whole teaching thing, ooh, hello, um, I gotta kind of figure that out now. I can't really wait for 2 years of college to pass, or else I'd be wasting my time. So I'm gonna ask a few people some questions about teaching, and especially science is what I love. I love science, and I'm not great at it though, which is why I'm always, is this my passion, or is it just something I think is cool? But at the same time, like, do you have to be good at your passion? Maybe not, and a lot of the times you won't be at first, especially if it's an art. If your passion is art, everybody starts rough with that. But you only get better, with practice, with, all of that. And that can change with a variety of things. Motivation can change how your art is, and, it's in so many different kinds of art. It's really a broad category to really talk about at once, like about it in one thing, but that's kind of the go-to um, thing to point out when people want a career without college, and even then you can go to an art college, and I'm not super knowledgeable on all that because I've never looked into it. I don't plan on being an artist. Um, I probably won't be, but that's what a lot of people want to do, and yeah, it's a whole thing. Like how I've gone from reminiscing about Team Fortress 2 to thinking about life. That seems to be how it goes with me, especially with myself at midnight. What? Dude, a lot of people there. I was pretty happy about that. But yeah, I mean, and you know what? Here's another thing. I know I'm keeping you a while, but I have a lot to say. Uh, so, becoming a person is a really difficult thing, especially for some people. Becoming the person you want to be is even harder, right? It's easy to be a person. That's what I've done my whole life. I am who I am, and I run with it. I don't really care. I'm like, okay, this is what I am. Now, of course, there are things about me that I want to change, and I have in the past. I changed those because I didn't like them. And now I'm at the point where I'm okay where I am. I I feel like, yeah, of course, I could use change. Everyone does. But I'm not thinking about it in such a big scale as I was 2 years ago. But some people uh, want to be something that they're not. And that's what I used to be. Was I wanted to be something that I wasn't, and then I did it. But at that point, I kind of didn't know that I wanted that. It just kind of happened, and then I later reflected on it and thought, oh, I'm really glad I did that. Um, but some people just want to be something, and getting to that point, like let's say, I don't know. I don't know how to think of this other than careers. That's where my mind keeps going. Is like, if you want to be an artist, you do art. I don't know. A lot of it could also be just conforming. Being in a group and the people the ooh sorry the people you talk to, you kind of conform to them. That's just sociology. That's just the more you hang out with people, the more you're going to be like them. And I certainly know that. I used to hang around different people than I do now, in the sense of like the amount of time. And I can tell that my opinions on certain things are totally different, than they were 5 years ago. 5 years ago I was a totally different person. I think I would smack the shit out of who I was 5 years ago. Maybe even 4 or 3 years ago, I would fucking punt that little rat man uh, into to really kind of understanding what he's doing. But that's also a thing of growing up. When you grow up, you well, yeah. When you grow up, you realize what your opinions are. They're not your opinions, maybe they're your parents, or maybe someone else that you admire. Maybe you say things you now would cringe at, or regret, or whatever. uh, but that's just growing up, and growing up too can be you know a month from now. You're like, oh god, why did I do that? Oh my god. But then you think about it and you're like, okay, if you take into consideration factor A, B, and C, it makes sense that I did what I did. Um, but now with that past knowledge, that past experience, you have a new factor, factor D, and that'll influence your future opinions, or your future actions, rather. Um, and that's just the process of growing up. That takes time. Who is ever fully grown? Because we're all learning and we're all changing. Especially in these high school, college years. This is where growth is encouraged and really hammered down. Really where you start to become your own person. But even then, and I've heard this from tons of teachers that have talked about the same thing, they aren't the person they were 10 years ago. And they were in college 10 years ago. So, if you don't like the person you are now, you have time to change. And, that's, I'm gonna talk about me now, because no one else is talking. Um, where I want to go, I don't even really know where I want to change. I don't know what about me I want to change. I know I want to be, more active. I want to be more physically healthy. I want to try to do things that'll make me more mentally healthy too, because Lord knows I need that. But, I want to do things to be more of a relaxed person, which is, that's the kind of person I want to be. I want to be a relaxed person. This kind of tone of voice, monotone, this is what I want to be. Now, the people that know me know a very different me, that is more excitable, more energy, high energy, and then crash, sort of like very high, very low. But this is what I hope the end goal is for me, is a relaxed, monotone, sort of person. And that could just be because of the people I admire, are quiet and collected and calm, and those are the people I admire, and that's what I want to be. The jazz really helps. So that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, that's like even me, people that know me know I'm very loud, very obnoxious, very probably annoying at some points, and that's, an interesting thing is like, you never know what other people think of you, even if you ask, because they probably won't tell you what they actually think. You can be as honest as you can be, but you can never know what other people truly think, which is, I think, kind of a miracle, because it just leaves so much mystery to another person. It's amazing, because you'll never know. You'll never know, which is also terrifying, and that's a joy to learn about another person, and figure out who they are, and then going through the stages of friendship sort of deal, or maybe not even friendship, maybe just acknowledgement, maybe just acquaintances, just kind of knowing someone, but I would say more so friends, because just getting to know people is really an interesting thing. Ooh, I could score 40. Cool. Yeah, I know I'm saying a lot, but that's kind of my thinking word. I'm trying to jump to the next topic that relates to other people, and that. This is, by the way, totally a rant. Wasn't expecting it, but I can't lie. This is what I do with myself at midnight. So now I'm just recording it and putting it online so anyone can see it, which no one will, hopefully. But at the same time, these are just kind of my thoughts at midnight, not really thinking too much. And my opinion on whatever I'm saying now could totally change. I don't think so. I think everything I've covered so far is kind of just baseline to my personality and thoughts, morals, whatever. I don't care. I don't even know. I don't know a lot of things. And that's something too. I don't know a lot of things. And I'm very, very aware that I don't know a lot of things, and it's like, especially when it comes to pop culture and movies, and I am totally totally blind to all that. You know, there are Disney movies I've never watched. I only saw The Lion King recently with friends, and that was a really great time. But, you know, I fucking 17 years it took me to watch The Lion King, which is like a movie everyone's seen. So, yeah, that's just an example. You know, there's a lot of things that I just haven't even heard of, I'm sure, um, which, you know, is fine, I guess. I mean, I'd like to know about the world and stuff, you know, what people like. But you know what? That's what I get for locking myself in my room for 5 years and not doing a whole lot. And that's kind of what I did to change as well in high school is build a social life. That was sophomore year, or junior year. That was junior year. Build a social life, and I did. And you know, I kind of, you know, went from there. And yeah, I mean, there are just, you know, when I think about it, back to just junior year, things I did in junior year directly affect my life now. So really, like, I mean, it's so weird how life works, but it's wonderful. It really is wonderful, and it's not something that can be replaced or mistaken for anything. I think life is incredible, even at its lowest points. You know, it's still life. It's still something, because the other alternative to life is nothing. No experiencing, no anything. No love, no hate, no passion, nothing. Which sounds kind of sucky to me, you know. I think most people would agree with that. That you know, you want to experience experiences and passions. And I don't know why I keep thinking of passions, you know, maybe that's something I gotta work on is what I'm passionate about, because I keep thinking about it. But I think with that, I think I've talked to you enough. I think it's been enough. Uh, it's probably been about 50 minutes that I've just been sitting here talking. So I hope you enjoyed it. Um, I hope you didn't fall asleep, or maybe I hope you did, if that's what you were going for. Uh, all I can tell you is, you know, make a goal for yourself right now. Doesn't have to be a big goal, just a small goal. You know, like something productive, something like going out for a run, or getting a plant, raising a plant, or even just looking into yourself. Yeah, look into yourself. Find what you really like about yourself and what you don't like so much. Then kind of take a second to appreciate what you like, and then think about how you got those traits that you like. And then take a look at what you don't like, and from there, develop a plan on how to change those. Maybe not get rid of them, maybe tone them down. You know, maybe if you're a person that gets overly angry about something, maybe learn how to take that down. Make the small stuff not matter so much. And how to do that, I have no idea. That's your journey, your goal. So you'll figure that out. Everyone figures out how to be their own person eventually. You know, it just takes work. And that's what you gotta do. You gotta put in work to get a product. And you are your own product, which is an interesting thing to look at things. You know, what you put into yourself is what you get out. You know, especially in exercise and that. But I've talked far enough. It's been a while. I don't even know how long it's been. It doesn't tell me. But anyway, I hope you have a great night. It's 1 a.m. now, so it's been an hour. But it's been a joy talking to you for this hour, and I hope to do it again soon. So have a great night.